It's time now for Tiger Talk, heard before each Salem Tiger basketball game with Stan Stevens and Coach Jared Patterson. And now Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Jared Patterson. Coach, the Salem Tigers come out against the Mountain View Liberty Eagles. Really played them tight for 3 quarters, but just couldn't keep that momentum going in the fourth quarter, and they outscored you 22-8 and then came away with a big win for the Mountain View Liberty Eagles. Again, Tigers are getting closer and closer, but just can't get over that hump.
Yes, I mean we played a great Liberty team, and they have 2 guys that could score 40 points in any given game, and we had a defensive game plan for us, and it worked for about 3 quarters, and kind of let loose in that fourth quarter. They made some shots, one of them pulling up from the volleyball line, and it just kind of fell apart there in that fourth quarter. But our boys battled, and we gave them a good competitive game, just came up short in the end.
And anybody knows in basketball, you get near the end of the game, even if you're close, then you have to start fouling. And then Mountain View did what you need to do when that happens. They made the free throws, Coach. So you got to give a lot of credit. You get 22 points in a quarter. A lot of times that happens when the clock is stopped, and those points can just keep racking up, can't they?
Yes. And we know with Liberty, they can score in bunches, and, you blink and they just hit 3 threes, just that type of game for them, and they just are that explosive. And, we held them at bay for most of the game there, and they had some other kids step up and hit some corner threes and some big shots there. It just we were trading buckets there for a while and just could never get that stop to make a run there to make it tight there late in the game. And, credit to them, they did make their free throws, and, it was a battle for us. A really, really good team. They're still undefeated in SCA, and they'll play there tonight for the SCA title.
When you look at the way the Salem Tigers are playing, you're getting a little bit more scoring out of a number of people. You've had multiple double-figure scores here in, I think, 4 of the last 7 games, and, be it 2 or 3 different players that are getting over 10 points. And, Coach, you definitely need that diversity in scoring. It just hasn't been quite enough to get you over the hump in some of the games, but in others, it's been exactly what you need. And, Coach, that's exactly what you've been pushing to the team. It's a team effort. Everybody needs to contribute, whether it's 6 points, 8 points, 10 points, 20 points. You need every single point that every player can give you. And though when you're getting 3 guys with over 10, that's starting to spread the wealth a little bit, isn't it?
Yes, you're exactly right. And, when one guy has a really good game, and that's what we've had in the past, Gunnar Kunkel might have a game of 30. Trey Richter might have a 25. Bryson May might have a 25. And, one guy scoring that much is great, but the team, is not being successful. So getting multiple guys scoring, that spreads the defense out, and they don't focus on one guy, and just makes our offense more fluid. And, we scored some points there against Liberty, not as much as we would like, but the offense was going well. We tried to get, Ripco and Gaines in some foul trouble there, and got Ripco in a couple fouls of situations where he, had to play one-on-one defense, and, a few of those worked, but the team needs to play all around and just play good team basketball. And we had some really good passes and ball movement there, and, transition is where we like it most, but when we get in that half-court setting, we need that good ball movement, driving, trying to get to the free throw line, that successful basketball.
And some of the turnovers that I'm seeing, Coach, are aggressive turnovers. You're trying to make that pass on the baseline, or you're trying to do something a little bit different than try and set somebody up, and sometimes the player, either the pass might be a little bit off or just in front of the player. Just that timing element. And, the guys are doing this in practice, and it's getting closer and closer and closer. District time's right around the corner. I do too. SCA, you're not going to win that, but you know what? Going into district and start winning some games down there, Coach, that can open up a lot of eyes, can't it?
Yes. And, where our program's at right now, we know we're going to be competitive every night, and, we're going to give it our best effort. Those Fairs and Liberties, those are teams that, are state-ranked or really, really good basketball teams, and, we have to play our absolute best game to come up with those wins. And, down the stretch here, we have some games where some comparable teams, and, we think we can get some success here running into districts.
Mountain Grove comes to town tonight. It's senior night, Coach, and it's always a nice tribute to the seniors and, of course, to their parents. And I think that's a tremendous thing that the Salem Tigers do. I mentioned that last night with Coach Woody. You know, a lot of schools just celebrate the seniors. They just bring them out there and they give them, you know, a nice pat on the back and say thank you for your 4 years. But I like the way the Salem Tigers salute the parents as well. I think that's some nice class on Salem's part.
Yes. It's this is a commitment. This is a 4-month sport here, and the family has to be involved, traveling to all these different places, and holidays. We play over Thanksgiving, Christmas, all year or all for 4 months, and it gets busy, and it's a toll on the family and parents, having to come and travel and do all those things and take up a couple of days, 3 or 4 days a week to take their kid and go watch their kid in the gym, and it's a sacrifice, and we're just really thankful we have a good group of parents, a good group of kids, and just a community that is always supportive and helping us out.
So the Mountain Grove Panthers come tonight, Coach. Mountain Grove, a very good basketball team, and probably not as a dominating team as they have been in the past, but they're a good basketball team, and you do not want to let down against the Panthers.
Yes, this is a very good basketball team. They're 4-1 in SCA play right now, and they've only won 7 games on the year, but they have played a tough schedule, and you can tell that they played some really good teams close and even overtime games, and it's going to be a very physical, tough team, and they're very strong. We played a lot of similar opponents, and, they've given them fits, so it'll definitely be a battle for us tonight, and we're just going to have to come and, those big keys that we've talked about, being physical, rebounding, taking care of the basketball, those we'll have to do our absolute best and have an excellent game tonight.
All right, Coach, the very best of luck tonight against the Mountain Grove Panthers. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Stay tuned. Tiger basketball. It's next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Jared Patterson. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger basketball comes your way next.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Parts, Monet Auto Supply, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Town and Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Ozark Overhead Door LLC, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Wilson Mortuary, Aligned by Design Health Center, Town and Country Bank, Healthy Dent County, Elwood Real Estate, Dent County Veterinary Clinic, Hometown Mechanical, Town Screen LLC. And now get ready for Salem Tiger basketball.
And we welcome you to Salem High School Gymnasium. It's Tiger basketball. It's senior night. And, of course, tonight is the last home game for the boys. And it was a nice night to see that Easton May is going to make his return. Now, he won't be able to play very long tonight, but he's going to make his return and be able to play a little bit in this game. And we know how tough it has been on Easton not to be able to play football, and he's going to get a little chance at basketball tonight. He's going to be wearing number 34. He's been out all year, and we look forward to seeing him on the floor as one of the seniors here tonight. 3 seniors, Henry Cameron, Gunnar Conkle, and Easton May. So we hope Easton does a great job tonight. And gets that first and only maybe 2 or 3 baskets tonight. Don't know how long he'll play, but we are glad to see that he is on the bench. A tribute to a kid that really worked hard tonight. So senior night tonight, festivities have been held and the starting lineups are being announced. The burgundy team out there, that's the Mountain Grove Panthers. It's burgundy and gray. Not the easiest numbers to read on these uniforms that they have for Mountain Grove, but it is kind of what it is. And tonight they will be starting out Holland Glenn, who's just really, really, really fast. Peyton Shannon, Bradley Henry, Preston Wilson, and Tyson Elliott. Salem Tiger starters on this senior night as most of the crowd comes to its feet, at least all the Salem fans do. The Mountain Grove fans kind of stay in their seats. Mountain Grove's been on a run. They've won their last 4 in a row. Tigers coming off a tough loss over Mountain View Liberty last week. It got close, but could not close it out. So here are the starters tonight.
Bryson May, junior. Caden Gately, junior. John Conkle, senior. Henry Cameron, senior.
And senior Easton May. And they'll be all introduced here as they go through. A nice crowd on hand. Nice senior student contingent as well for the Salem Tigers. As the Tigers are the home team, they're in their whites trimmed with navy blue tonight, with the navy blue piping on the sides and on the hip, with numbers and letters in navy blue. So Easton May gets a nice ovation. Wearing that knee brace. He's torn a meniscus in that knee and had fluid assist in that knee. And so he's had all kinds of issues. Couldn't play football, his first love this year. Great to see him on the floor. So again, Mountain Grove and Salem, final regular season game here at home for the Salem Tigers. It's senior night. They'll be at Avon Friday night. And at St. Clair next Tuesday. Lady Tigers have one more home game. That will be Monday against St. Clair. And we'll be back here to bring that to you as well, though they had their senior night last night against an SCA foe. Tipping that ball is Preston Williams. And it comes down the hands of Holland Glenn. Goes right corner. Coming down to get the easy layup. And that is Bradley Henry. This is all kind of scripted here as Gunnar Conkle comes down to Easton May. He's going to get his layup here, and he scores. And Easton will check out. Again, they don't want to damage that knee. You got a life in front of you. But Salem had to get that cleared through the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Couldn't happen to a better kid. So we're kind of starting over again. Hayden Sanders will check in for Easton, and we are underway again. Henry has it over to Glenn. Glenn back to Henry. Feed it inside to Williams. Goes back to Henry. Henry right at that high post. His jumper's up short. Brought down by Gunnar Conkle. Quick pass to May. This is Bryson May. Spins, turns, back to Sanders. Now to Conkle. Conkle trying to drive in. Kicks it outside. The shot by Cameron, no good. Brought down controlled by Mountain Grove. Ball still loose as Henry got it down. Grove does have it. Go in the corner. Jump shot from there is no good. Comes down the hands of Henry. Henry on the baseline, spins back outside. Gets it on top to Shannon. Right side down low. It's Elliott. Elliott trying to get it back outside. He does to Henry, and then Henry lost the ball. Goes out of bounds. Henry took his eye off that ball, kind of hit him and bounded behind him. 2-2 our score as each team was kind of given a free basket as Easton May gets his opportunity to letter in basketball. Pass goes outside to Sanders, on top to Cameron. Henry dances in, down low to May, goes off his hands out of bounds. Turnover for each team as the Panthers will inbound it. Salem with a little bit of token pressure in the forecourt. As they get it back up, ball stolen away by Sanders. Down to Cameron, ball is tipped and taken back down by Henry. Henry down past the low to number 11, and that's Elliott. And Tyson Elliott lays it in. Again, love these numbers. You can't really see them when they turn sideways. So it'll be a little bit interesting here to get things started till we get to see who the kids are. Here's May outside to Gately. Gately on that baseline trying to come across. Gately's called for a charge as it goes over top of Peyton Shannon. First team foul, second turnover for the Salem Tigers. Salem with some full court pressure right now as Shannon gets it back to Glenn. Now they go across to Henry. Henry over the timeline, getting it there. Shannon lost it. Here comes Salem after the steal. Gunnar Conkle down. Gunnar stops off the glass. Count it. Turnover and a steal. 4-4 our score. Glenn fires it right side to Shannon. Backing up over the timeline is Henry. Henry getting it back to Glenn. Left side pass in that corner. That was Shannon. Now goes outside of Williams. The three up and good by Peyton Shannon. With the ball, Hayden Sanders for Salem. Full court pressure now, four-court pressure by Mountain Grove. Here's Sanders with it. Did a little stutter step. Surprised they didn't call a travel. Ball knocked down by Mountain Grove, but kept with the Salem Tigers. Preston Williams got out there, got the paw on it. Knocked it out of bounds as Sanders will inbound it to Henry Cameron. Henry gets away from one man, fires it over to Gately. Gately in the corner to May. Bryson May trying to go outside, can't, spins it back now to Cameron. Cameron between the circles, takes the three, it's off the iron, no good. Taken under control by Mountain Grove. Back they come the other way. Elliott all the way down, a shot blocked there by Sanders. He gets it back, kicks it out to Shannon. Shannon goes back deep to Henry. Henry backs into the corner. Henry underneath the basket, trying to get it there, and a foul going to be called on Salem. He tried to feed underneath to Tyson Elliott. I believe Gunnar Conkle is going to pick up that foul. Actually going to call it on Gately, and that'll be his second. Gunnar was right on top of that player as he got the ball. And Elliott will shoot two free throws, and he misses the first. 7-4 our score, Mountain Grove on top. A three by Peyton Shannon. The difference in this one is Caden DuBois comes in for Gately. 4.5 to go first quarter, 7-4. Tyson Elliott has another opportunity here in the first quarter, and that free throw is good. Mountain Grove up by 4. With the ball, Bryson May trying to get by 3 Mountain Grove players. That ball almost stolen away there by Williams. Knocked it out of bounds, intended for Sanders. Williams, long, lean, and lanky. Has those arms, a big wingspan. Here's May coming to the timeline. 8-4 Mountain Grove. Good pick. And May trying to get around the player is tied up by Preston Williams, who will draw the foul. First team foul for Mountain Grove. DuBois ready to inbound it. Gives it back to Bryson May. 8-4 our score, just underway, about actually halfway through this first quarter. May trying to turn around. They call a charge on May as he tried to get around Holland Glenn. And now turn the ball over. That's a tough call. Glenn got that hip out there. But the call is a charge on Conkle. In the corner. Mountain Grove, Holland Glenn has it. Fires it out on top to Henry. Bradley Henry. Right side pass to Mayberry. Back to Henry. Henry trying to dance in all the way down. And a blocking foul called on DuBois instead of the charge. Caden took it. They call a blocking foul instead. And they're going to call that on Sanders. Sanders was nowhere near where that collision was made. Free throw up and good by Bradley Henry. Again, the foul called on Sanders. Next free throw, and it is also good. 10-4 Mountain Grove on top. They've got pressure on the Tigers as May tries to get by one man, tries to get by two. He is fouled there by Brylan Mayberry. His first foul. Cameron comes out. Trey Richter comes in. Man-to-man coverage right now by Mountain Grove. They lead at 10-4 as May has it right side to Sanders. Sanders outside, it goes to Du Bois for the three. Too short. Come down the hands of Mountain Grove. Quick long pass to Mayberry. Mayberry in the middle. Ball off his foot. They're going to say it stays with Mountain Grove. Kind of looked like it went off Mayberry's foot from our angle, but we're not on the floor. 3:31 to go first quarter. 10-4 the score. Pat's in the corner. Glenn the three. It's good. Alan Glenn hits the three. It's quickly 13-4. Trey Richter spins away from Glenn. Trying to get over the timeline. Ball loose on the floor. And timeout called by Mountain Grove after the Tigers turn it over again as Mayberry falls on it. First steal for Mountain Grove. 13-4. It's the Panthers on top. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Ready to inbound it. Carson Allen checks in for Mountain Grove. Down that low post. Kick it right side to Mayberry. Mayberry goes all the way across to Glenn. Out on top to Henry, the three off the iron. Brought down by Richter with a very good, strong rebound. Trey Richter goes by Glenn. Top of the key. Down low goes to May. Reverse layup. No, it will not fall. Brought down and tied up. And they're going to call possession error. It'll favor Salem. As Glenn brought it down, so did May. Bryson would not let go, so Salem will get the possession arrow. Possession right now. Inbound comes to May. May shot up, and it rimmed out. No good. Ball went down in the cylinder, spun back out. May draws the foul. And Carson Allen gets that foul called against him. Made the line to shoot two. 13-4 Mountain Grove. Free throw's good. $2:50 to go first quarter. May with the next free throw, and this one is short off to the left. Brought down by Mayberry. Mayberry taking it all the way down. Bounced it right off the chest of Allen. The Tigers come back. Here's Richter across to Sanders. He scores. Back the other way, 13-7 our score. Henry fires it across, trying to get down the middles. Mayberry does underneath. And a charge called on Mountain Grove. And Du Bois really got popped. And charge called on Brylan Mayberry, his second, or his first foul, excuse me. $2:26 to go, first quarter. Some pressure in the forecourt by Mountain Grove as Richter gets double teamed, fires it over to Sanders. All alone is May, but way too long was Sanders. It was knocked away. Here comes Richter back to Gunnar Conkle. Conkle off the glass, won't go. Tipped and controlled there by Allen. Allen flipping it now to Elliott. Elliott down the right wing. 13-7 our score. Elliott kicks it back out on top to Glenn. Glenn, left side pass to Mayberry. In the corner to 3, up and good by Shannon. Hayden Shannon hit his second 3 wide open in the corner, and it's 16-7. Mountain Grove on top. Earlier tonight, the JV defeated Mountain Grove 64-40. The inbound to Richter with full court press by Mountain Grove. Back to Richter. Richter gets it in his own zone. Now across the line. Richter all the way down. Outside to Du Bois. Now to Sanders for the 3. No good. Comes down in the hands of Richter. Richter waits. Shot blocked. Comes down in the hands of Glenn. Glenn fires it down the middle of the floor. Quickly down to Elliott. He lays it up and in. Tyson Elliott scores, and it's 18-7. Richter over to Sanders. Back to Richter. Richter trying to drive up, and he is bumped. But I think Coach Patterson had called a timeout. 1:14 to go, first quarter. It's Mountain Grove 18, Salem 7. Back in 30 seconds, this is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Don't forget, it takes a lot of great sponsors to make bringing these broadcasts possible to you on KSMO Media. That includes J&D Automotive, Dent County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Health Center, and Hometown Mechanical, along with our Score Bug. And, of course, Ozark Overhead Door brings that to you as well. All these great sponsors and many, many more help bring you Tiger sports as well as events right here on KSMO Media. Richter has it. As we're back to play, 18-7 with the Panthers on top. Richter pulls in the corner to Du Bois. Du Bois to Gunnar Conkle. Conkle trying to drive in. Can't. Goes in the corner to Sanders. Now to Richter. Richter to Du Bois to May. May trying to dance in. Can't. Now to Richter. Now to Sanders. Sanders on the left wing. Now on top to Richter for the 3. Nope, will not go. And the ball deflected away, and Shannon brings it down. Shannon. Down in the corner. Open for the 3 is Glenn. It will not go. Ball tipped. Comes down in the hands of Gunnar Conkle, and he banked it off of Mountain Grove. Good job by Gunnar to bank that off Preston Williams. Hayden Sanders will try and inbound it. Again, right in the face of the Tigers is the burgundy outfits of Mountain Grove. Here's Richter. Double team. Gets by 2 Mountain Grove Panthers in the corner. Sanders alone for the 3. Yes! Hayden Sanders with 5. Salem back to within 8. With that ball right now, Henry getting it over the timeline. Waiting for it. It's Holland Glenn. Now back to Henry. Henry all the way down, and he goes right over top of Du Bois, but again, a blocking foul is called. That'll be on Caden Du Bois. And they're going to call that a shooting foul, even though it was on the floor. That's not a very good call by the officials there. Free throw is good by Henry. He was not in the act of shooting when he went over Du Bois. It doesn't matter what you do after the contact. Du Bois checks out. Landon Richter comes in. 9.3 seconds to go, and this is the first quarter. 19-10. Mountain Grove on top. Bradley Henry has another free throw. That one's no good. And comes down in the hands of who? It comes off the hands of Elliott. It stays with the Salem Tigers. The ball came down, bounced when 2 guys tried to grab it, hit the bottom of the backboard. And then Elliott couldn't handle it as it came off his hands onto the line. Here's Richter down the sideline to May, and a foul's going to be called on Mountain Grove. Peyton Shannon gets his first foul, team's 5th. As Sanders gets it into Richter in the corner. Richter outside to May, lays it in. Nice pass by Richter. And that right before the buzzer as we played 1 quarter here at Salem. It's Mountain Grove 19, Salem 12. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
For surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Don't forget, we've got Blues hockey coming on after this game tonight. It'll be on a delayed basis. We hope you'll get a chance to listen in right after Tiger basketball here on KSMO. 19-12, Panthers on top. Glad to have you aboard KSMO Media, whether you're streaming on KSMOradio.com, our KSMO Radio Stream Facebook page or our YouTube page. We appreciate you being along. As right now, the pass comes in, goes off the hands of Richter to Vaughn. Vaughn goes back on top to Henry. Henry between the circles, bounce pass to Williams. Back out to Vaughn. Vaughn on the baseline. His short jumper's good. Drew Vaughn hits 21-12 our score. Richter for Salem down the other way. Richter beyond three underneath to May. May with a nice move. Reverse layup. He scores. He's got 5. Salem down by 7. 21-14. Pass comes across down low. Waiting for it. There's Linton all the way down underneath to Williams. Williams messes it up. Gets it back. Partially blocked. And then it finally is fouled. Williams went up, missed it, got his own rebound. It was blocked. And then a foul on Gunnar Conkle on his third attempt. Gunnar's second foul. As Preston Williams goes to the line, he will shoot 2. And the free throw's no good. Mountain Grove 4 of 6 in that first quarter from the line. Salem 1 of 2. Next one. That one is good. 22-14 the score here early in this second quarter. Richter will bring it up. Fires the left side to May. May out on top to Richter. Richter trying to drive in. Kicks it outside to Sanders. Open for the 3. Takes it. No, will not go. High rebound comes out to Linton. Linton down, pulls up. Fires it in the middle of the floor, taking it down, getting a shot up, but missing it was Drew Vaughn, but he is fouled, and he will shoot 2. So Mountain Grove drawing those fouls, and that was going to be on Caden DuBois, his second. Vaughn's free throw is no good. Roy Stevens going to come in for DuBois. Vaughn with another free throw. This one is good. 23-14 as Richter brings it up. Trey gives it off to Gunnar Conkle. Man-to-man coverage by Mountain Grove. Conkle trying to drive in, does. Short jumper's good. Gliding into the paint. Gunnar flipped it up. Gets that long pass down to Williams. He's all alone. Williams waits and then is fouled on the floor. No basket. Gunnar Conkle, though, will pick up his third foul. And here early in this game, he's got 3. He's going to have to check out. So Tigers couldn't contain Mountain Grove, and a timeout called on the floor with 6:34 to go. 23 for Mountain Grove, 16 for Salem. We'll take a 30-second break and come right back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Back Salem High School Gymnasium, Mountain Grove and Salem tangling in SCA play. Salem 6-16 coming in this one. Mountain Grove started out rough, but they, as I mentioned, won their last 4 in a row. And they are 2 games under 500 coming into this one. Salem trying to pick up their 7th win of the year. They have a couple of SCA wins. They'd like to make it 3 here. And, of course, then Ava on Friday night. Final regular season SCA game. And Salem will be at St. Clair. Free throw is good by Preston Williams. Next one also good. He's got 3 in the lead. Back out to 9 for Mountain Grove. Richter the other way. Down to Henry Cameron. Back to Richter. Richter handing the ball off to Sanders. Now to May. Right at the top of the key, left side to Richter. Richter driving baseline. Stops trying to get that shot up. He is fouled. Trey landed awkwardly, but it looks to be okay. 16 fouls now on Mountain Grove, and Salem will be in the bonus after that. Gabe Linton with his first foul. And Richter goes to the line. Salem 1 of 2 in the first half so far, and that free throw is good. Wholesale changes as Glenn comes back in the game, Elliott back in the game, and Carson Allen back in the game. Eight fouls on Salem, 6 on Mountain Grove. That one misses and brought down by Henry. Henry bounce pass outside to Howland Glenn. Glenn on that right wing, beyond 3. Going back to Henry, beyond 3, back to Glenn. Down low to Elliott, trying to kick it outside. They do. All the way around the perimeter. Here's Henry. Almost lost the ball. Now goes back out. That 3 will not go down. Brought down by Allen. Allen brings down that rebound. Pass stolen there by Richter. Richter the other way. Richter for the layup. Yes! Trey hesitated to make sure he wasn't blocked off and then lays it home. It's 25-19 Mountain Grove after the steal and lay-in. Pass by Henry goes over to Howland Glenn. Back to Henry. Now to Elliott. That jumper will not fall. It's loose on the floor and kept alive there by Shannon. And now a foul underneath. Hayden Sanders gets the foul. Trey Parsons is going to come in for Stevens. So I'm going to get somebody to match up a little better with Carson Allen down there, and Parsons can do it. To the line, Tyson Elliott, 25-19 our score. Elliott will shoot a 1-and-1 and makes the first. Mountain Grove will be in the double bonus from now on in this first half. Elliott's next one is also good. Mountain Grove has scored quite a few points on the free throw line in this one. They lead it by 8. And they actually have 6 points on the free throw line here in this second quarter as Henry Cameron banks one in on a nice pass by Richter. Salem again down by 6. That shot blocked there knocked out of bounds as Glenn went for the layup. And a nice job by Sanders coming across and knocking it into the stage area. Mountain Grove to inbound it. Glenn will go back to have the honors. Inbound pass stolen away by Richter. Richter the other way. Richter had that ball knocked out of his hands to Sanders. To Cameron for a three. It's short. Brought down by Mountain Grove underneath. And Glenn brings it down and lost the ball out of bounds. 6 turnovers now for Mountain Grove. Salem within 6. 27-21. Hayden Sanders to inbound it. Fires it in to Henry Cameron. Cameron over the timeline. Cameron right in front of the Mountain Grove bench across to Bryson May. May over to Richter. Richter on top Sanders. And a 3-second violation called on Trey Parsons. That'll turn the ball over. Trey got kind of down into that paint, did not move. Still a 2-possession game, but you hate to see that kind of turnover. With the ball the other way, it's Henry. Henry inside out to Elliott. A 3-pointer up and good by Mountain Grove Shannon. That's what that turnover just cost. That ball goes right through the hands of May, and then the throw down to Parsons. He can't handle it. The Tigers turn that one over. (30-21). Mountain Grove on top. Henry beyond 3. On top it goes to Glenn. Glenn gets a pick, driving down the left side, trying to get that ball up, and he'll be fouled, and he'll go to the line. Foul going to be called on Parsons. And Glenn to the line. He will shoot 2. Free throws, no good. Mountain Grove had already 6 points in the free throw line. In this second quarter, Cameron checks out. Hanger in the game. Next free throw is good. The lead is 10. Pass to May. May down, stops, 9-footer, no good. Brought down and controlled by Allen. Allen hanging that ball off to Glenn. Glenn has that ball knocked out of his hands by Brendan Hanger. Briar Bobbitt getting a shot in there with Parsons taking the seat. 31-21 the score. Henry between the circles. Goes inside. All alone is Elliott, and he scores. Tyson Elliott snuck down on the low post, and no Tiger spotted him. Easily lays that one in. Pass across to Sanders, going baseline. Trying to get into Bobbitt, stolen away by Mountain Grove. They're going to either call a foul or a travel on Elliott, and I think it's going to be a foul called on Salem. I think it's going to be on Trey Richter, and it is his first. Another turnover by Salem in the Mountain Grove territory. Salem down by 12 with some careless turnovers in the offensive zone. Free throw is good by Elliott. Allen checks out. Williams back in. Salem had it down to 6. And then turnovers have burned the Tigers here. Elliott hits them both. He's 5 out of 6. Sanders across to Richter. Richter has Bobbitt all alone, takes it himself, flips it up, missed it. Ball tipped loose. Brought down and controlled there by Richter. Puts it back up and in. 37-21, Mountain Grove on top. Hanging on to it is Holland Glenn. Right side pass to Henry, back to Glenn. Going left side underneath the basket, firing it out to Elliott. Back on top, Henry driving all the way down. Ball to Williams, now back to Elliott. Elliott backs it out beyond 3. Stops, goes on top. Shannon has it, down inside to Henry. The shot up and in. Bradley Henry banks that one home, and it's a 14-point Mountain Grove lead. Here comes Richter the other way, all the way down. Richter all the way up and called for a charge as he goes over top of Williams. With 2:43 to go in the half. 37-23 our score. Howland Glen will walk it up. No pressure by the Salem Tigers. Half-court defense all the way. Glenn trying to get that pass over. Hanger blocked it, but it comes to Elliott. Elliott in the paint kicks it outside to Shannon. Shannon all the way across the floor. Trying to cut in as Henry. He does underneath the basket, and he lays it home. Bradley Henry now has 9, and the lead is now 16 for Mountain Grove. Here's Sanders over to Richter. Now to Hanger. Hanger pulls up, takes a 3. It's no good. Brought down and controlled by Elliott. Elliott in the offensive zone. Backs out, spins. Gets away from Sanders. Bounce back out to Henry for the 3. It's no good. It belonged to the Salem Tigers. Missed everything with that one. Du Bois getting ready to come back in. He'll come in for Bobbitt. 39-23. Too many fouls for Salem and too many free throws good for Mountain Grove. They have capitalized on it. Pass comes to Richter. Richter down the left side. Richter in the offensive zone. Gets away from Glenn. Down low to Du Bois. Du Bois had that ball knocked away. Back comes Mountain Grove. Here's Glenn laying it up and in. 8 turnovers for Salem. As Du Bois has it, goes back on top Sanders. 41-23. Sanders out to Hanger. Hanger trying to drive, can't. Goes out to Richter for the three-pointer. It's off the rim. Brought back, and everybody rushed, and nobody down for on defense. Back easily laying it up and in as Howland Glen after the rebound by Henry. 20-point Mountain Grove lead here in the first half with 1:10 to go. Here's Hanger. Struggling with it. Hanger trying to drive in, trying to kick it outside, and he's called for a charge going over top of of Linton. So Brendan Hanger gets his first foul. Foul sheet is lit up for the Salem Tigers. 6 on Mountain Grove. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 13 on the Salem Tigers. And they're down by 20, 43-23. The minute left to go exactly in this half. Henry hands that ball off to Vaughn. Drew Vaughn flips it left side. Waiting for it there is Linton. His 3 is no good. Sanders has that on the backside. Down to Bryson May. May off the glass. It's good. Bryson has 7. Salem down by 18. Half-court defense by Salem with 35 seconds left. Vaughn flips it left side to go inside to Williams. Williams is going to be fouled there by Du Bois, and he'll have 3. Got his knee out there and kind of trying to shake it off. Roy Stevens going to check in. As Preston Williams goes back to the line to shoot free throws, and he hits again. Right now he's 4 of 5, and he has another one coming. A lot of free throws for Mountain Grove in this one. They lead it by 19. They lead it by 19. That ball would not go down. Stevens brings down the rebound. He is fouled from behind. And he should shoot a 1-and-1. 29 seconds to go. Salem finally in the bonus. Down by 19, 44-25. Allen back in the game. Salem has shot all of 4 free throws in the game. And that one missed by Stevens, brought down by Henry. Henry to the paint, driving down low, all the way down, banks it in, gets the basket, and the foul on Stevens. Bradley Henry just took it himself with 19 seconds left. Stevens gets his first foul. And he'll shoot another shot. That one's good. Lead out to 22 points for Mountain Grove. Going to be some hefty free throw numbers here for the Panthers. And that ball tipped out of bounds on the pass intended for Sanders as Henry got his hand on it. Bradley, a very good athlete. Gives it off to Maida Sanders on the inbound with 9 seconds left. Bryson drives right into the middle, takes it to the hole, scoops it up and good. It was a nice move by Bryson May. And that's going to do it for the half. It's 47 for Mountain Grove, 27 for the Salem Tigers. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with stats from the first half. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Radio.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Street.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these winter car care deals at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, where you can get a Performance Tool 6-piece hook and pick set for only $10.99, a Titan 25-piece hex key set for $13.99, and 6-ton jack stands $84.99 for the pair. K&H Auto Supply is your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
We are at halftime, 47-27 on senior night for the boys. Taking on the Mountain Grove Panthers here tonight. They will be at Ava to take on the Ava Bears on Friday night to wrap up the regular season pretty much. They got a game at St. Clair the following week as we get ready for district play. Just one of those things when you start thinking about how you want to go into district play. Hopefully on a high note, Tigers come in as senior basket. And it was able to get that as Mountain Grove and Salem were able to exchange baskets that way. So it was great to see Easton get a chance to start as a senior. So that he was taken out fairly quickly right after that. But it's been Mountain Grove ever since. on a very emotional night here for the Salem Tigers. And unfortunately for Salem, Mountain Grove has come in with some high thoughts in mind. They have taken the pace up a level and have really outplayed Salem in the first half. And the Tigers are going to have to find some answers here fairly quickly because Mountain Grove has really outmuscled them inside. They've out-rebounded them 15-4 in that first half and outscored them and forced the issue. They have just taken the ball right at Salem with Gunnar Conkle getting 3 fouls. He's on the bench. Caden DuBois, 3 fouls. He's on the bench. Caden Gately got 2 fouls early. So the Tigers in a little bit of foul trouble going into that second half. And because of those fouls, Mountain Grove took advantage of the free throws. 15 of 21. You've got a 20-point lead for Mountain Grove with 15 of those points coming via free throws. That's a hefty amount. Salem 2 of 5. 2 of 5 compared to Mountain Grove's 15 of 21. Also, Mountain Grove hitting the 3 ball consistently. Peyton Shannon with 3 of them. He's got 9 points in the game, and Howland Glenn hit 1 early. That's the 4 that they have. Salem Tigers have 1. That's coming from the hands of Hayden Sanders. So all in all, it's been pretty much a Mountain Grove first half. And they had 6 turnovers, 3 steals. Tigers had 8 turnovers and 4 steals in the game. Salem got to within 6 early in that second quarter, but then they couldn't keep that momentum going, missed some shots, and then Mountain Grove really just started taking it right at the Salem Tigers and getting the fouls, getting the free throws, and then just stepping up that lead, 1 point at a time, and now they lead it by 20 here at half, 47-27. Leading scorer in the game for Mountain Grove is Bradley Henry. He's got 12, 11 for Tyson Elliott, 9 for Peyton Shannon, 8 for Holland Glenn, and 4 for Preston Williams. 3 points for Drew Vaughn. Salem Tigers are being led by Bryson May with 9. They got 5 from Hayden Sanders and Traden Richter, and 2 from Henry Cameron, and 4 for Gunnar Conkle in that first half. Easton May with his 2 to start the game. Tigers just not getting the rebound job done as the Mountain Grove Panthers dominating on the boards with Carson Allen. He has got 3, and also down there Bradley Henry. He's got 5 in that first half, and Holland Glenn on the long balls that are coming out, he's got 3 rebounds. So with those guys leading the charge, Mountain Grove has dominated the boards one way or the other, getting inside, taking that long rebound, whatever they need to do. And Coach Patterson's going to have to come up with a little different strategy against the Panthers right now, especially with Gunnar Conkle and 3 fouls. One of your offensive weapons sitting on the bench near that end of that first half, and he's going to have to be cautious. 10-7 is what they say in fouls as far as the, when you go into the bonus, they never go higher than that. But unfortunately for the Salem Tigers, it's a lot more than 10 when you look on the board here. And you got, as I mentioned, you start saying 3 for Gunnar, 3 for Caden DuBois. Then you got Hayden Sanders with 2. You got Trey Richter with 2. Caden Gately with 2. You're already up to 16. You're already at the 12 fouls. And then you got Hanger with 1, Stevens with 1, Trey Parsons with 1. And you're up to 15 fouls. That's a lot of fouls, while Mountain Grove has just 7 in that first half. So it'll be interesting to see what the Tigers can do. Again, 8 turnovers for Salem, 6 for Mountain Grove, 4 steals for Salem, 3 for Mountain Grove. We're going to take another 3-minute break and come back with the second half right here. Before we do that, though, I want to tell you, for those on the radio side, the conclusion of this one, we have Blues hockey on a delayed basis. Game will get underway at about 9 o'clock tonight, right after Tiger basketball on KSMO Radio, AM 1340, FM 95.7. Our next broadcast on KSMO Media will be Monday night when the Lady Tigers take on St. Clair in their final regular season home game. That'll be Monday night. Let's take that 3-minute break and come back with the second half of the Tiger Mountain Grove Panther game when we return. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire.
Sorry.
Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem, visit our website, or download our free mobile app. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well child visits as well as sick visits. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
We're at halftime. It's Mountain Grove 47, Salem Tigers 27. And, of course, we hope you are having a great Valentine's Day. And hoping that your Valentine's night is going well. It's not going well right now for the Salem Tigers, down by 20 to the Panthers. And let's see what they can do, come out here in the second half and maybe change things around. It's a big hole to dig out of. Earlier tonight, though, the JV won by a score of 64-40. So, total domination the other way in the JV game. Salem really dominated that game. So it'll be the Panthers coming out and the Tigers coming out. Tigers in the white if you're watching this on the video stream. Panthers in the burgundy with the gray piping on the side, the arrows, and also the numbers outlined in white. As we're ready to get this one going here for quarter number 3. Tigers have all their starters back in except for Easton May. As Richter has it. And he goes in the corner to May. May steps on the out-of-bounds line, but a foul called. Right off the bat, as Peyton Shannon gets his second. Inbound, trying to get it to May. That ball loose on the floor and it's tied up. And I think they're going to call a foul on May. So Bryson gets his first. Tigers turn the ball over. And Mountain Grove has it after the steal. Pass comes back to Glenn, over to Shannon, back to Glenn, now to Henry. Right at the timeline to Shannon. Shannon all the way down, bounce pass for Williams, tipped out of bounds. Preston Williams on that low post waiting for that pass, but the ball just got tipped away by the Tiger defender. I believe Sanders got his hand on that one. Here comes Williams coming in. Blocked there, but he never let the ball go as Gately came up and came down right on the nose of Williams. So he traveled with it, couldn't get the shot off. Sanders gets it into Richter. Richter trying to get away from Glenn. To Sanders, back to Richter. Richter into May. May down off the jump shot. Looks good. Just flip that one up over Preston Wilson. Or Williams, excuse me, and gets it to go down. Now the other way, Henry all the way down. He lays it in. Ball loose. Richter trying to pick it up. Ball goes out of bounds. Actually, a timeout called before it went out of bounds. Grabbed by Williams, and a timeout called by Coach Nick Openshaw. 29-29, Panthers on top. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Just underway here in this, the second half. 49-29 our score. Panthers will inbound it. Salem with just a little bit of pressure up in the front part of the forecourt, but not too much. And down comes Shannon. Kicks it outside. Waiting for it there is Glenn. Holland Glenn goes back to Henry. Henry with Mountain Grove up by 20. Gets it into Elliott. Kicks it outside. A shot up and good by Peyton Shannon. He's got 4 threes in this game. Lead out to 23 points right now for Mountain Grove. Here's Gunnar Conkle back in the game after 3 fouls. Gunnar all the way down. His short jumper will not go. It's tipped out of bounds off the hands of Sanders. It'll belong to the Panthers underneath the basket. Gunnar had the good look. Ball just trickled over the rim. And here comes the other way. Down the middle of the floor, Elliott, and he comes all the way down. He'll be fouled there by Gately. Elliott had a head of steam going down the middle of the floor. And they're going to call it on Gunnar Conkle. Wow. And that'll be his 4th foul. I really thought Gately got the arm on him, but they're calling it on Conkle. Free throw is good by Elliott. Gunnar will check out. Henry comes in. Henry Cameron comes in. Also Brendan Hanger comes in. Free throw good. 25-point Mountain Grove lead here, just underway in the third quarter. Sanders over to Hanger. Hanger up the middle of the floor, over the timeline. Brendan over to Cameron. Henry, right side pass to Bryson May. Beyond 3, now to Gately. Gately taking it down, all the way down. Has that shot blocked and taken down by Williams. Williams blocked it, got it back. Here's Henry the other way. Henry for Mountain Grove, trying to drive in. Trying to fire it underneath, stolen away by the Salem Tigers. Here's May down to Hanger. Hanger all the way down, scoops it up. Well, good. May with a rebound, he scores. (54-31) the score. Down the other way, pulling back is Shannon. Driving on top to Glenn. Glenn driving down, shot blocked there by Gately, but a foul called on Cameron prior to the block shot. And to the line will go Mountain Grove again. This one's on Henry Cameron to foul, and it will be Holland Glenn to shoot the free throws. He will shoot 2. They've already had 23 free throws. That's number 24. They've had 17 out of those 24, and they got number 25 coming up in a second. 54-31. 5:41 to go, third quarter. That free throw is short and brought down by Gately. And he turns the ball right over to Glenn. He gets it back again. Another foul on the Salem Tigers. Gately had the rebound, turned it over. Almost had it again and then taken down by Glenn after the steal. And he'll go to the line. Gately gets his third foul. Free throw short. Next one is no good as well. Still a 23-point deficit with 5.5 to go third quarter. Hanger hands that ball away. It's stolen back by Mountain Grove. Here's Elliott all the way down, and he scores. Third Tiger turnover. And Mountain Grove increases the lead to 25. The long pass stolen there by Mountain Grove. On the pass by Cameron. They go underneath all alone, and getting fouled there is Holland Glenn by Sanders. With 5:08 to go in the third quarter, Sanders now with 3. And the Tigers not start out the second half the way I know Coach Patterson wanted it. Holland Glenn's free throw is good. Kind of gets a Bronx cheer from his own crowd as he's 1 of 4 here in this the third quarter, and a timeout called, I believe, by Coach Nick Openshaw. 57-31, Mountain Grove on top. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
57-31. Takes a lot of sponsors for us to be able to bring you Tiger sports and other activities. They include J&D Automotive, Dent County Vet Clinic, Lion by Design Health Center, and Hometown Mechanical. They're just some of the many sponsors that help bring you Tiger sports and basketball. Don't forget Ozark Overhead Door with our score bug at the bottom if you're streaming with us on the video side. I want to thank all those sponsors who help making it possible for us to be here to bring these games to you. Salem down by 26. That time I'd actually called by Coach Patterson, not Coach Openshaw, which I thought. So Glenn's free throw is good. Here comes Bryson May. May up the middle of the floor. I should say down the right side of the floor, in the middle of the floor to Cameron. Now to Gately. Gately outside to Hanger. Hanger thought about the three, didn't take it. Back to Cameron. Henry Cameron on the perimeter. Handing that ball off to May. Bryson beyond 3 over to Hanger. Trying to get that down low. Still almost stolen away by Mountain Grove, and they're going to call it over and back. I don't think the ball got there, but I guess Hayden Sanders' foot was there. Turnover for the Salem Tigers is number 5 in this second half. Here's the long pass. They go underneath, laying it up and in is Preston Williams. Lead now to 29 here with 4:30 to go in the third quarter. May on that baseline shot blocked there by Williams. Keeps it alive to Sanders in the corner. Sanders firing it to Hanger. Hanger waits, lays it up. No good. Taken down by Williams. Williams the other way. Here's Holland Glenn all the way down. His shot will not go. Henry brings down that rebound. His pass to Gately. Can he get there in time? Yes. Kept it alive to Sanders. Now to May. May up the glass. No, it will not go. Hit the glass and the support would not fall. Foul called on Mountain Grove. 4:01 to go, third quarter. Salem being outscored here 13-4 as May goes to the line to shoot, and he misses the first. Bryson May has all the points for Salem in this third quarter. Allen back in the game. Williams checks out. May has another crack at it, and this one is good. He's got 14 on the night. The Tigers trail it by 28 with 3:55 to go in the third quarter, and a travel call on Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry hadn't been in the game in quite some time. Gunnar Conkle going to come back in. Sanders will check out. Gunnar with 4 fouls. And that pass by Hanger, stolen away by Henry all the way down. Misses the shot. And then a foul is going to be called on Caden Gately. That'll be his 4th foul. Cade, like me, I have to agree. As Henry goes ready to shoot 2. Free throw is good. Well, this is an ugly score sheet with a lot of free throws from Mountain Grove, and they have got a big separation of 29 points on the Salem Tigers right now, and make it 30 after Henry hits them both. 6 out of 10 in this third quarter. We still have 3:41 to go. Pass goes in the corner to Henry. Cameron comes down, jump shot up and good. Salem with only 7 points here in this third quarter. Here the other way, traveling down is Henry. Henry goes up underneath, trying to get that shot up as Allen can't go. And Henry Cameron brings down that rebound. Lost the ball, but it comes to Landon Richter. Landon trying to pass that across. He's fouled there by Brylan Mayberry, his second. Excuse me, his third. Inbound comes to Richter for a 3. It's too short. Into the hands of Mountain Grove. They throw it off the back of Elliott. Right to the hands of Mayberry, and he walks with the ball. Travis Elliott flying up the floor. The pass by Young hit him right in the back. Du Bois, who is in, checks out. Leighton Mink gets a chance to come in. Little varsity ball, 62-34. May has it. May outside to Gunnar Conkle in the corner to Richter. Firing it out for Henry, and it's stolen away. Taking it down is Mayberry off the glass and in. A little too obvious with the pass, and Mountain Grove with the steal. And there's another pass stolen away. That one by Henry. 6 steals now of the 7 turnovers by Salem. It's a 30-point Mountain Grove lead. Henry Cameron gets the foul. May a check out. Sanders back in. Bradley Henry back to the line for more free throws, and he hits the first. Henry in the first half had 5 free throws. He was 4 of 5. So far, he's had 3 free throws. He's 3 for 3. And that one goes out no good. Sanders brings that one down to Mink. Across to Gunnar Conkle, 65-34. Conkle, left side pass to Richter. On top, Henry. Henry Cameron. So he lost the ball, and back comes Mountain Grove. An easy layup by Mayberry. After another steal by Mountain Grove. With the ball, Richter fires the left side to Gunnar Conkle. Conkle into the paint, stop, fadeaway jumper, no good. Brought down, controlled by Mount Grove, but Salem steals it right back. Gunnar Conkle trying to get the shot up. He is fouled by Sam Peterson. Peterson just checked in the ball game moments ago, gets the foul. Drew Vaughn back in the game with 2:01 to go in this third quarter, and Gunnar Conkle misses the free throw. Salem 1 of 3 from the stripe in this second half. 3 of 8 on the night. Gunnar gets that one to roll. 67-35 with 1:55 to go third quarter. Out on top, a long three. Missed everything. Shot there by Vaughn. And Conkle with a rebound brings it the other way. Underneath to Richter into Sanders. Shot up. It's good. Count the basket. And the foul. And the foul is on Carson Allen. He's going to check out. Coming in the ball game is Preston Williams again. Sanders has that opportunity for the free throw here, and he makes it. 29-point Mountain Grove lead with 1:40 to go in this the third quarter. Pass comes across. Baseline shot by Linton, too short. Taken there by Vaughn. Little backhand flip. And Vaughn gets the rebound and the basket. He's got 5 and the lead of 31. 1:25 on this third quarter. Here's Sanders on top to Richter. Over to Gunnar Conkle trying to get in the link. Back to Richter for the three. Off the iron. Comes down into the hands of Vaughn. Vaughn gets it over the timeline. Goes right side. Goes in the corner. Waiting for it there is Mayberry. Kicks it right side to Linton. His shot is too short. Taken down, though, by Vaughn. Vaughn out on top to Mayberry, all the way down, trying to get the shot up. He is fouled with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. I believe Link is going to pick up that foul. And Leighton Mink with the foul. 18 fouls on Salem, and the free throw is no good by Mayberry. Salem being outscored 22-11 in this third quarter. Free throw is good by Mayberry. 70-38 with a minute to go in the third quarter. Henry Cameron will walk it up. Flips it left side to Landon Richter. Richter handing it off to Hayden Sanders. Sanders trying to get a pick. Goes down low. The ball stolen away by Mountain Grove. Their 8th steal of the second half as Linton has it. Almost lost it. Then goes back court. Turnover number 6 for Mountain Grove with 41 seconds to go. Linton said that it was knocked out of his hand, but he had touched it before it went back court. Henry Cameron has it, handing it off to Gunnar Conkle. Conkle trying to go right side, pulls back, fadeaway jumper off the rim, tipped up in the air, kept alive by Sanders, out to Cameron for a three, partially blocked. Gunnar Conkle gets it, trying to flip it up. It will not go. Conkle gets it again, puts up another shot and scores. 70-40, 15 seconds left. Vaughn goes to Williams. Williams lost it off his foot. They'll say, well, no, it went off Salem's foot out of bounds. Guess they're thinking it went off Hayden Sanders' foot. 10.1 seconds left to go, third quarter. The inbound comes out to Williams. Preston, little short jumper. Rims out, no good. Link brings down the rebound. Back the other way, Conkle from half court. The three, nowhere near. It's an air ball. And we have played 3 quarters. It's Mountain Grove 70, Salem Tigers 40. We'll come back in a minute with the fourth quarter. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
Surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Right now it will be a running clock, but there is a 30-point separation as Mountain Grove has the ball. Drew Vaughn will walk it up. Salem in a 2-3 zone right now. 3 put up and in right off the bat on the inbound. Quick setup and shot. Sanders tries to answer. It does not go down. Taken under control by Mountain Grove. That was Sam Peterson with that 3 moments ago. 73-40. Pass inside. Taken down by Vaughn. Trying to fire it underneath. Salem Tigers steal that one away. The pass down to Sanders all the way down. He is fouled there by Trace DeVries. Sanders will go to the line to shoot. He'll shoot 2. Missed the first. Salem 5 of 10 from the stripe in the game. Mountain Grove is 23 of 35. 23 of 35. That free throw by Sanders is good. 32-point lead by Mountain Grove as Vaughn brings it down, flips it right side over to DeVries. Back the other way. Hitting it there is Linton. Goes down low. The shot by Allen, knocked away by Gately. Carson Allen, a big body down there. Gately went up, swatted that one away. 73-41 the score. Vaughn trying to get it in. Flips it out high. Getting it there is DeVries. Back to Vaughn. Back to DeVries. No pressure by Salem, and a little walk right there as trying to come to a stop was DeVries, and he turns the ball over. That is turnover number 7 for Mountain Grove in this second half. 13 on the game. Salem Tigers with 18 turnovers in the contest so far. Clock is running as Henry Cameron brings it up. Flips it right side to Gunnar Conkle, trying to dance in. Baby hook won't go. Foul called underneath. Gunnar will shoot 2. Gunnar with 7 points in the game. Leading scorer is Bryson May. He's back in the game as well with a 14. Conkle's free throw is good. There is a running clock right now. We're down to 5:15. Gunnar hits them both. Still a running clock as there's still a 30-point separation. Trace DeVries has it, flipping it across there to Mayberry. Underneath it goes to Allen. Allen trying to get out of a mess between 3 Tiger players. Gets it back to DeVries. DeVries down low to Allen. Just nice little reverse layup, and he lays it up and in. Carson Allen has his first basket of the night. Pass down low goes off of Mountain Grove. It'll stay with Salem. Hanger comes in. Trey Richter and Du Bois will come back in the ball game. Sanders will check out. Gately checks out. May checks out. Senior night for Salem. They salute Easton May and Gunnar Conkle and Henry Cameron prior to the game, as well as the cheerleaders. Richter with a 3. It will not go, and the ball goes out of bounds off Mountain Grove. Salem has 1 3 in the game. That by Hayden Sanders. That back in the first quarter. Mountain Grove, on the other hand, has 6. Pass goes to Conkle. Conkle from that high post. That jumper's good. Gunner's got 11. 75-45. Back the other way. Goes out on top. Trying to dance his way in is Mayberry, but he walks with the ball. 3:50 and counting. 75-45 as Du Bois will inbound it. Here comes Henry Cameron down to Trey Richter. Bounce pass to Gunnar Conkle. Short jumper is no good, but a foul called underneath. After Allen brought down the rebound. So Gunnar will shoot two. It's a 30-point separation. This would stop the clock if he makes it. And he does. 3:07 to go. Next one is no good. Taken under control by Peterson. All the way down. The easy layup underneath the basket by Gabe Linton. 77-46. Conkle fires it across to Du Bois in the corner. Not a hanger. Hanger trying to get it back to Du Bois. Goes off the hands of Mountain Grove. Stays with Salem Tigers with 2:40 and still running down. Du Bois out on top to Richter. Trey goes to Hanger left wing. Hanger to Cameron. Beyond the three-point line. Cameron right side to Du Bois. Puts up the three. It's too short. Taken there by Linton on the rebound. Linton getting it to DeVries. Down pass, down low. Back up the glass and in by number 14, Vaughn. He's got 7. The lead at 33. 2:10 to go. Cameron driving all the way down. 9-footer pulls up. No good. Taken down by Peterson. The other way, here's Vaughn. Vaughn out to Peterson in the corner. Takes the three. It's good. Didn't even look like he tried. And Sam hits his second three. It's 82-46. Here's Gunnar Conkle losing the ball, and Mountain Grove trying to keep it alive. Foul's going to be called on Mountain Grove. That's going to be on Carson Allen. He'll check out. Nope, that's his 5th foul. He finishes with 2 points and 3 rebounds. Conkle's free throw is no good. Controlled there by Patterson. Should say Peterson. And back the other way, Mountain Grove in the corner. They come back on top to Vaughn. Vaughn's 7-footer, no good. And Henry Cameron grabs that rebound. Henry in the offensive zone, and a timeout called by Coach Jared Patterson. 56 seconds remain. Wants to get a couple of guys in the game. As Gunnar Conkle will come out of the game, and he also wanted to give that senior and also Henry Cameron, also the senior, their little salute that the crowd can give them for the end of the game. Briar Bobbitt comes in the game, and Gaps comes in the game as well. Inbound comes across to Trey Richter with 50 seconds to go. Richter to Hanger. Hanger walks with it, no call. Flips it off the glass. Brought down and controlled by Mountain Grove. The other way with it is DeVries. Go in the corner, and another three by Sam Peterson. He's got 9 in this 4th quarter, and the lead is now 39. As in the corner, Gaps tied up with Holland Glenn. I'm sorry, with Mayberry, excuse me. As time is going to run thin here. Gaps on top to Hanger, 14 seconds left. Flips it outside to Du Bois. Out to Richter to Gaps. His 3 for the Tigers, no good. Brought down by Vaughn, and that's it. Mountain Grove beats the Salem Tigers here on senior night by a final score of 85-46. Salem Tigers on a 6-17 on the year with the loss tonight to Mountain Grove. We'll come back in 3 minutes and start wrapping it up. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Screen.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They are so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Mountain Grove Panthers come into Salem on senior night and kind of ruin it for the three seniors, as well as the senior cheerleaders that were honored before the game, beating Salem 85-46, 6-17. Salem Tigers fall to on the year. And really watching Mountain Grove, they were struggling early in the year, but they are really putting it all together right now. And they really did dominate this game almost from start to finish, as the Tigers turned the ball over a few times, and Mountain Grove took advantage of that. But it was the free throws that was really the big difference in this one. They were 23 of 35, so they drew a lot of fouls on the Salem Tigers, and they will take advantage of it. And hitting 66%. You get about 66% from the free throw line. You're doing pretty good. Salem Tigers 9 of 17 from the stripe in the game tonight. That's just a tad over 50%. So you start shooting like that, and you get those free throws, as many as Mountain Grove got, and then they hit the threes on top of that. Boy, you start putting that all together. Peyton Shannon had 4 threes tonight. Howland Glenn, he had 1, and then 3 more for Sam Peterson. You talking about just kind of putting the separation there. You know, you got 8 threes. Salem Tigers able to get 1 3 in the game. So 8 threes, 24, 1 3 3. That's 21 points. You get the idea. Big separation. 4 different Mountain Grove players were in double figures tonight. Salem had 2 in double figures as well, but a lot more scoring. We just talked about 4 in double figures, but They had in the game 10 different scores for Mountain Grove. Salem Tigers finished with 6 different scores in the contest. Leading scorer in the game was for Mountain Grove, Bradley Henry. He had 17. Following him was Tyson Elliott with a total of 15 in the game. And then 10 each for Holland Glenn and Peyton Shannon. 9 for Sam Peterson, all on threes. And then he was followed up by Preston Williams, who had 6. 5 points for Brylan Mayberry and 7 points for Drew Vaughn in the contest. And then 2 each for Carson Allen as well as Gabe Linton for Mountain Grove. Leading rebounder for the Panthers was Bradley Henry with 5. 4 for Drew Vaughn. 3 each for Sam Peterson, Carson Allen, and Holland Glenn. 2 for Tyson Elliott and Gabe Linton, as well as Preston Williams. And then 1 for Trace DeVries, Peyton Shannon, and Brylan Mayberry. 27 total rebounds for Mountain Grove in this game. They had 11 steals, 14 turnovers, and again, 23 of 35 from the free throw line. For the Salem Tigers, leading scorer tonight, Bryson May, 14 points. Gunnar Conkle had 12, 9 for Hayden Sanders. Then 5 for Trey Richter, 4 for Henry Cameron, and 2 for Easton May in the game. So Salem 6 scores right there. They were out-rebounded, as I mentioned, 27-13 in this one. 2-1. Were 9 of 17 from the free throw line. Had 19 turnovers and 7 steals. Free throw shooting, big difference, 23 of 35, 9 of 17. That's 14 points, and then you count the threes, and you see why it was such a separation, 85-46 in the contest. Leading rebounder for Salem was Gunnar Conkle with 4, 3 for Henry Cameron, 2 for Trey Richter and Hayden Sanders, and then 1 for Bryson May, and 1 for Caden Gately, and 1 for Roy Stevens in the game. You just have to tip your cap as Mountain Grove came out and played a whale of a game tonight against the Salem Tigers on the road, and they win it going away 85-46. Earlier tonight, the Salem JV won 64-40. And so congratulations to them on senior night here tonight. So the Salem Tigers will be on the road. They will be finishing out their regular season on the road. They'll be at Ava on a Friday night, and they'll be at St. Clair next Tuesday night. And that will be the regular season, and it will come to an end. Don't forget, right here on KSMO Radio, coming up in just a moment, we'll have Blues Hockey. We'll join that right now. Coming up in just a second, in progress. They just got underway. So we'll get to that right here on KSMO Radio as they are taking on the Florida Panthers. So, Tigers on senior night fall to Mountain Grove 85-46. Fall to 6-17 on the year, 2-4 in the SCA Conference. And they'll wrap things up on Friday night at Ava. Oh, there we go. And then it's, well, that's the conference play against Ava. Then we have district seedings on Saturday. We'll find out where Salem does sit in the district seeds for both boys and girls when they get those meetings done on Saturday. So we will pass that on to you once we know. Tonight, Salem Tigers fall to Mountain Grove by a final score of 85-46. For Jim back at the station, for Ben manhandling the controls down there and making the video happen. My name is Stan Stevens, thanking all of you and wishing all of you a very happy Valentine's Day, as well as the Tigers do fall to Mountain Grove on senior night, 85-46. Have yourselves a great evening. Good night from the high school gym.
Thank you for watching this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger basketball. This game was brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Parts, Monet Auto Supply, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Town and Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Ozark Overhead Door LLC, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Wilson Mortuary, Align by Design Health Center, Town and Country Bank, Healthy Dent County, Elwood Real Estate, Dent County Veterinary Clinic, Hometown Mechanical, Town Screen LLC.